Sup boys, it's your boy Deathboy here, and welcome back to DedChat, and welcome to Advanced Warfare, baby. um, yeah, so I decided, fuck it, I want to play Advanced Warfare and use some gameplay of that, and here we are. Advanced Warfare is honestly, it's a top 10 Call of Duty for me. And the reason why is because honestly, it's heavily carried by nostalgia. I'm not gonna lie. It was the first Call of Duty I had that I could play online for the entire life cycle. I played a little bit of Ghost by the end of its cycle. I played all of Advanced Warfare's life cycle online, and then a little bit of Black Ops 3 like in the beginning. But Advanced Warfare is honestly and actually the only Call of Duty I've ever played online, like like all the time online, and it's the only one I played until Call of Duty Cold War, believe it or not. Um, and the story with that is I just never had PS Plus. Even during the PS3 days, my dad made it so he had to sign into PlayStation Network for me to play online, and he didn't do that every day for me. So I rarely played online on those Call of Duties. And then one day, my dad finally caved and he got me PS Plus for my birthday, and I finally was able to play Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And man, I was so into this game. I didn't get the DLCs though. Sadly, I was in a deal. The only Call of Duty I ever got the DLCs for was Black Ops 3, and that's because I wanted the zombie map so bad. I begged my dad to get it for me. Um, but yeah, this game is honestly it's part of my childhood, and maybe it's not the best Call of Duty. Yeah, it really fucked up the franchise with microtransactions and loot boxes. But at the end of the day, it really was my first hardcore Call of Duty online experience. And I had so much fun doing it. Back in those days, I was in middle school. I was only ever able to play during the weekends because my grades weren't ever the best. So my dad punished me by making it so I was only able to play games during weekends and like holidays like spring break or Christmas or whatever, right? So I would wait all week hyped up for this fucking game. And then the week, as soon as Friday hit and I come home from school, boom, 3 days straight, non-stop Call of Duty. That's all I fucking played. And, I absolutely, I had a lot of fun, and, when it came to loot boxes, of course I wanted loot boxes. I wanted all the good guns. I wanted the Obsidian Steed. I wanted the Inferno. I wanted there's so many good guns. But I remember the only good gun that I had, and it was the one I mained because it was the only gun I had. I think it was called the Steel Bite. It was like the HRX or something like that. It was the Steel Bite. It was a 3-round burst gun, and it was the only pretty decent gun I had. Right? I think on like tier list it was like an A tier gun, right, or something like that. And I didn't have like the speakeasy or anything, so it was the only gun I used, and I had a lot of fun with it. It is the only Call of Duty that I have ever prestiged in during the classic prestige. Now I prestiged in Black Ops 6, so that was the second time I've ever prestiged. But yeah, believe it or not, Advanced Warfare is the only Call of Duty before Black Ops 6 that I ever prestiged in. And yeah, and this game means a lot to my childhood. It means a lot to me. And I'm gonna say, for me, it's a top 10 COD. It's probably like number 10 or number 9. But I understand why a lot of people aren't a fan of this game. But back in the day when this game came out, it was revolutionary. It was fucking crazy with exo movement. It was cool at the time. In hindsight, a lot of people don't. In hindsight, actually, a lot of people I've seen want this game to come back. They want an Advanced Warfare sequel, or like a Ghost sequel, or Infinite Warfare sequel. But I know this is one of the games that a lot of fans actually want Sledgehammer to kind of try again. And I wouldn't mind it. I would like to see this game come back with advanced movement, and I think it'd be a fun time. And of course, if people don't like it, they could just, stick with other Call of Duties. There's so fucking many, man. Like, A lot of them are the same. It really doesn't matter. But Advanced Warfare really is one of the there's called these that feels different to play. You know, when I play older games like Black Ops or Black Ops or Modern Warfare, um, you know, they feel kind of similar. They feel similar. You know, it's boots on the ground. You just run around shooting guns. But Advanced Warfare is really probably the most unique Call of Duty, because the exo movement is very different compared to Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare. Those exo movements use like a boost meter kind of thing and wall running. And this one doesn't have any of that. You just jump around and dodge and strafe, and you know, movement was pretty key to fights in this game. It kind of reminds me of how people are using like the slide canceling and YYing and all the movement stuff nowadays. So I kind of wonder how that would look, you know, and like a Warzone or something using advanced movement would feel, you know. I think it would be kind of unique to bring it back, but yeah, you know, and also I just loved watching a lot of YouTubers doing the loot box things, you know, rich YouTubers dropping hundreds of dollars trying to get some cool items, you know, and yeah, you know, this outfit I'm wearing, you can only see it whenever I die. It's called the Sentinel Operator. This was the only outfit I had that I had every piece of gear for. So I had the shark teeth helmet, and of course I was living in Texas at the time, so I had the Texas shoulder plates, I had the Texas backpack, I had the whole kit, and I loved rocking this outfit. I loved that I had the whole thing. I even remember the custom emblem I made. It was like, for some reason, I don't know why I thought it was funny. It was like an alien, like a green alien with a mustache, or something like that. I don't know why the fuck I made that when I was a kid, but that was my emblem, you know. And I am curious, if do any of you guys watching have fond memories of Advanced Warfare? Did you enjoy Advanced Warfare? Was this a good game for you, or do you absolutely hate it? Do you despise it? You know, you know, maybe I can't remember too much of the campaign though, because honestly I haven't played the campaign since the first time I played it, so it's been a long time since I played the campaign. But I thought it was an alright campaign. I at the time definitely wasn't my favorite. I thought it was at least better than Ghost in my opinion. So I enjoyed it. But yeah, man, multiplayer was so much fun. And then of course survival mode and unlocking zombies was so fucking awesome too. Man, 2014 was a wild year. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna start wrapping up here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like Advanced Warfare, let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, I hope you all have an amazing day, amazing night, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Later.